Hello, boys. And what do you want to do today, then? You want me to read you a story from a book? Have you got a book that you want me to read, then? You have? Okay, go and get it, then. Get the book. Let's have a look, see what book we've got. Fred the Ted. Fred the Ted. Well, it's a very colourful book, that's for sure. And you want me to read that to you? You do? Okay, all right then. Go and sit down, then. And I'll get the book and open the book and see what's in it then, because that looks like a nice book. Fred the Ted. Duncan Smith. And look at the nice picture. Look, it's got a drum. It's little soldiers there. Look, a teddy bear. What's that? That's a camel. Yes, that's a camel. And this is a jack-in-the-box there. Look, I don't know what that bird is. Look, there's a bird there. There's a little doll on a beach ball. A drum with drumsticks. Like to bang on the drum, I bet. Yes. Right. Here we go then. Let's have a look inside the book. Fred the Ted, written and illustrated by Duncan Smith. He's a clever man, isn't he? Look. He drew the pictures as well as wrote all the words. There they are again, look, all there. Once upon a time, good start, there was a teddy bear called Fred, or Fred the Ted as he was known to his friend. Fred had lots of friends, a whole toy shop full of friends. Oh, so Fred the Ted lived in a toy shop. Teddy bear in a toy shop. There he is, in the toy shop. There's a little train up here. There's all the soldiers. There's one saluting. There's the teddy bear, and there's it looks like a bucket with paint dripping out of it there. There's a dolly in the box there. Look. What's this, look? There's a hammer and nails and sewing thread and a needle and some nails, look. Fred was the kind of bear who would help anyone. At night when the toy shop was closed, Fred would see if any of the toys needed help. He would sew buttons back on clothes. Oh, that's what that's for then. That's a button. He would sew buttons back on clothes, mend broken legs, and give toy soldiers a new coat of paint. Oh, so that's why he's got the paint, red paint, to paint the toy soldiers if they needed painting again. Oh, wow, look at this. He's got a horse here, a little pony anyway. And he's just sewing. He's sewing there, look. With his sewing, there's a dolly. Dolly's got a big book. Got ribbon and scissors and sewing thread. The little bear worried so much about his friends not being sold that he worked every minute he could, sewing, mending and painting. Wow, what a clever bear. Yes. You could just see that he would be very busy in the toy shop. One day, a small boy came running over to Fred's box. Fred did his best to look smart and friendly and gave his best smile. "Can I, Dad? Can I please have him?" Fred's heart jumped. "Are you sure, son?" asked the boy's father. "Oh, yes, Dad." "Yippee!" thought Fred as the boy reached forward. But instead of picking Fred up, the little boy reached for one of the toy soldiers beside him. "Oh dear," sniffed Fred. "Maybe next time somebody will want me." "I'm sure they will." Every little boy and girl loves a teddy bear. That's a very good picture, isn't it? Look, there's Ted, Fred and Ted, with some of the soldiers. There's the camel looking on. But there's somebody at the shop door. During the day, the toys sat quietly, but every night at 5:30 they would hear the jingle-jangle, click-click of the keys in the door as the shop was locked up for the night. Fred hopped down from his box and quietly set about his tasks for the night. There's a bunch of keys there, look. Didn't see the shopkeeper, did we? Wow, look at all these toys. Whoa. Well, we've got a train here. There's the Jack in the Box. There's a soldier. He's a bit tired, having a yawn, I think. This is a fire engine there, look. A kite. Jack in the Box. Teddy bear. Camel. Little doll in a little car. And this is the kite's tail. There's the drum at the back there, look. It's a very good toy shop. Slowly the toys began to yawn and stretch. Then they started to dance around the shop, calling out "Hello" to each other. Look at this soldier on the ladder of the fire engine, look, hanging on there, look. Having a bit of fun. There's Ted again, look in the mirror. See that? He's got his paintbrushes and his tools. There's a little car here. And here's the fire engine, look. Albert the fire engine needs a new bell, mumbled Fred as he gathered up his tools. And Captain Flash's spaceship needs painting. And oh dear, he saw himself in the mirror. Oh dear, is that really me? I am looking so scruffy and my stuffing is coming out. I must remember to fix that. Can you see there, look, the stuffing of the teddy bear's coming out. What are they up to? There's the kite. There's a bird flying up there. Oh no, it's a cuckoo clock. A doll. An elephant now. A pink elephant, I think. A spaceman or a robot. An aeroplane flying up in the sky. Well, around the shop anyway. There's Ted. There's a little car there. A big beach ball that soldiers are playing with. The hours flew past until Clarence the cuckoo popped out of his clock, flapping his wings and calling loudly, "It's almost 9, it's almost 9, it's very nearly opening time." And as Clarence started his cheerful cuckoo, 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 Fred clapped his paws together and cried, "Places, everyone, places." No sooner was the last toy placed than they heard the keys jangling in the door. This is a skipping rope here. Good story? Are you liking this? What have we got? There's a little girl who's come into the shop with her mummy, I think. Mrs. Fussybottom, the owner of the store, came blustering into the shop, followed by a woman and a little girl in a red coat. Definitely a red coat. Come in, cried Mrs. Fussybottom. We're not quite open yet, but do have a look round. From the moment she stepped through the door, the little girl had been looking from one shelf to another until finally she saw Fred. "That's the one, Mummy, I want him." And she ran towards Fred and scooped him up. Fred could hardly believe his ears. What sort of bird is this then? The little girl wanted Ted. The little girl's mother bent down and looked into Fred's eyes. Are you sure, Louise? He is nice, but isn't he rather old? Just then Mrs. Fussybottom swept Fred gently from the little girl's arms. Wouldn't you rather have a nice new bear? Come with me and I'll get you one from the stockroom. Fred landed with a gentle thump on the floor behind some boxes. I don't believe this. Tossed aside just when someone finally wants to buy me. And the poor little bear began to cry. Oh, that's a bit sad. Poor old Fred. But Louise did not follow her mother and Mrs. Fussybottom to the stockroom. She peeped between the boxes and watched as down from the shelves and out of their boxes tiptoed Fred's toy shop friends. Captain Flash had brought a needle and some strong thread. Peggy the doll held out a length of spotted ribbon, and Albert the fire engine produced a brush and comb. Softly they patted away the little bear's tears and then quickly set to work. There. It's got a brush, some ribbon, a comb, a sewing thread and needle. I think they're going to make Fred the Ted look like new, aren't they? They're all getting together to help him. See that? Just then they heard the voices of Mrs. Fussybottom and Louise's mother. The toys hurried back to their places. I'm very sorry, but we don't seem to have any other teddy bears like that one, said Mrs. Fussybottom. But there, perched on top of a box, was the brightest and best bear they had ever seen. It's him. It's the one I wanted, Louise laughed. Louise got her best present, and Fred at last found a home. Ah, that's a nice story. Is that the end then? Yes, there's the little girl with Fred the Ted, taking Fred the Ted home. Oh, that's a lovely story. Bye-bye.